Martin believes that the last two volumes of the series will be massive works of 1,500 manuscripts uh, plus manuscript pages each. He does not intend to separate characters by uh, geography again, as he was forced to because of the unpublishable length of A Feast of Crows. Original manuscript, uh, original manuscript. But as Martin stated in 2011 interview, 3 years from now, when I'm sitting on 1,800 pages of manuscript, no end in sight, who the hell knows? Uh, in 2018, he revealed that some of the publishers had suggested splitting The Winds of Winter into two books, but that he was against it. In April 2011, shortly before the publication, Dance and Dragons, which took him 6 years to write, Martin hoped that the last two books will go a little quicker than this one has, and estimated that it would take 3 years to finish the next one at a good pace. By October 2012, 400 pages of the sixth novel had been written, although Martin considered only the first 200 as really finished. The rest still needed revisions. In April 2013, Martin estimated that he had a quarter of the book. In the past, Martin has angered some of his fans based for repeatedly estimating his publication dates too optimistically. Therefore, he has refrained from making hard estimates for The Winds of Winter's final release date. Ultimately, the book will be done when it's done. In 2012, Martin had acknowledged his concerns about the final novel, June of Springs, not being completed by the time of the TV series Game of Thrones catches up. Uh, by the time the TV series Game of Thrones catches up its storyline to the novels. In January 2014, Martin's UK publisher James Johnson declared on Twitter that the book would certainly not be published before 2015. In September 2014, Johnson stated that the book was not a 2015 novel. In April 2015, Martin commented on his blog that The Winds of Winter will not be eligible for the 2016 Hugo Award, which is awarded for science fiction or fantasy works of the previous year, but also said he would like to have it published before the sixth season of HBO series Game of Thrones, which would cover material from the book and aired in 2016. In autumn 2015, um, statements made by the Spanish editor and the Polish translator of the novel indicated that it was expected to be published in 2016. In early January 2016, Martin confirmed on his live journal that he had not met an end-of-year deadline, that he had established his publisher for release of the book before the sixth season of HBO's show. He added that there was a lot still left to write, and that completion of the book was months away. Still, if the running goes well, Martin also revealed there had been previous deadline of October 2015, and that he had considered achievable in May 2015, and that in September 2015 he had still considered the end of the year deadline achievable. He further confirmed that some of the plot of the book might be revealed in the upcoming season of Game of Thrones, but one of the showrunners, David Benioff, claimed that while certain key elements would be the same, the show would diverge from the books in many respects. In February 2016, Martin stated that he had dropped all his editing projects except for wildcards, and that he would not be writing any teleplays, screenplays, short stories, introductions, or forwards before delivering The Winds of Winter. In September 2014, Walt Hickey of 538 and Christopher Ingraham of the Washington Post estimated that the release date sometime between 2015 and 2018, based on exploration of Martin's writing pace. In 2017, Goodreads advertised its expected publication in 2020. On January 10th, 2017, Martin announced on his blog a response to a comment that he believed that The Winds of Winter will be released this year, referring to 2017. However, he also noted that he had believed the same thing would occur in the previous year. He confirmed on his blog that he was still working on The Winds of Winter as of July 22nd, 2017, being still months away from finishing the book. He also indicated that it might not be published in 2018 or later, with Fire and Blood, the book on the history of the House Targaryen, possibly preceding it. In April 2018, Martin confirmed on his blog that Fire and Blood would be published November 20th, 2018, and The Winds of Winter would not be published in 2018. In June 2018, he confirms he continued working on The Winds of Winter. And then that's it for The Winds of Winter. Then after your during spring, and if you haven't checked out the last Song of Ice and Fire's video series, check it out. Um, okay, it's really short. Martin is firm about ending the series with the seventh novel until I decide not to be firm. With his stated goal of telling the story from the beginning to end, he will not truncate the story to fit into an arbitrary number of volumes. He knows the ending in broad strokes as well as the future of the main characters, and will finish the series with bittersweet elements where not everyone will be happily ever after. Martin hopes to write an ending similar to Blizzard's that he felt gave the story a satisfying depth and resonance. On the other hand, Martin noted that the challenge to avoid a situation like the final of the TV series Lost, which left some fans disappointed about deviating too far from their own theories and desires. In 2015, Martin said that he was not writing a James Springs together with The Winds of Winter, and in early 2016, he did not believe a James Spring would be published before the last season of HBO show of the HBO show. In 2018, Martin commented he had not started working on the book. Martin offered the following hint as how the series would conclude during a Q&A at the Ottawa International Book Fair. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to end my book, but I suspect the overall flavor is going to be as much bittersweet as it is happy. And so there you go. That's the James Spring, and um, so I hope you guys did subscribe for more. And back. So and yeah, if you haven't checked out the last one, check it out. Peace out.